assalamu alaikum, GALEANO, Pakhaira Galeni, Hamachu, Neshume, Washmale, Ohio, Gonzaimus, and highs and hellos to all those beautiful faces who are actually tuned into PD World right now and are watching World this morning alongside Shazad and Maha. Hello, Maha. How are you? Good morning.
I'm very good. How are you? That's a very booming voice you have.
I'm just fine. I'm perfect. But today, a very horrendous thing happened to me.
What?
And I'm sorry that I'm mentioning it. A lot of people might not even mention it. So my shoes weren't clean and I was running late. So I kind of took out a few wipes and then I was wiping them on my way back, to, you know, or probably on my way to work. And then I don't know what I was thinking, but I kind of threw the wipe outside the window of my car.
Oh no, Shazad.
And all of a sudden what happened, okay, you know, I realized.
You got stopped by the police?
No, no, no.
Oh.
All of a sudden what happened was that there was a guy right next to me in a car and he said, what? What the hell? I was like, sorry, man, I'm literally sorry. So I got off the car, I picked it up and then got back in the car. But then I was thinking that, you know, that was such a bad thing to do, but literally I wasn't thinking that way and I didn't have anything else in my mind because I was running late, but I picked it up. So sooner or later, if you guys realize that you guys have made a mistake, just say sorry and try to undo it as well.
Exactly, absolutely. That's a very good message for Friday, the ending of the week. So you have to look after your home and your country.
Yes.
But actually, we have a very different show. It's got nothing to do with littering or, you know, environment. We've actually got a very entertaining show for you today, hopefully. We've been joined by a wonderful group from abroad, and they are a Grammy award-winning band. They play Latin funk, and they're from Austin, Texas. They are a 9-piece band, and they've released 6 albums since 2000, and we've been joined by them. There's a lot of guests today, so we have a lot of people to
And they've even made it to Austin Hall of Fame as well, so they guys are pretty famous. And then other than that, their song has actually been featured in Breaking Bad, which is a very good season over here in Pakistan. People love it, you know, even across
everyone
the globe.
all over the world loves it, right?
And then other seasons as well. So we are quite lucky, you know, the pleasures all are that, you know, they've made it over here early in the morning, because rock stars probably, they do not get up early in the morning. So let's see.
Oh, no. It's not that they don't get up. They've stayed awake all night, and that's why they're awake so early. But no, let's introduce to our guests, because we have a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about their journey, what they're doing in Pakistan, and how they feel about it.
And then today, they'll be playing at Face Music Mela as well, which is taking place at PNCA. Last year, 23,000 people attended it. This year, we expect that, you know, 50,000 or more people are going to go visit it. And then if you want to go listen to them, you can go to PNCA in the evening, and then you guys can listen to them. A lot of anticipation.
You have to register as well, so you can get your tickets. But so I'm going to introduce the band. They are called Grupo Fantasma, and it means a group of ghosts. So we have
I also wanted to ask them that.
I knew, so I'm going to say
what I know.
So
Grupo Fantasma people, yeah. Thank you very much for coming over.
Okay, so we've been joined by Jose GALEANO, who's on vocals and percussion.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Besides Jose, we've been joined by KINO ESPARZA, who's on vocals and hand percussions.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Besides KINO, we've been joined by BETO MARTINEZ, who's on guitar.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Besides BETO, we've been joined by GONZALES, who's on bass. Hello.
Hello.
Are you okay?
I'm doing okay.
Great.
we thought for a second as if you're a bit lost. You were thinking about something else.
No, maybe
You might have been.
Besides Greg, we've been joined by Mark SPEEDY, who's on trombone. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Besides Mark, we've been joined by Josh Levy, who's on baritone saxophone.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming over.
Hola, ¿qué tal? I know a teeny tiny bit of Spanish, but not very much. But anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to Pakistan. Thank you for being here today.
And you're still hitting the gym, right? I can see you. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, watch out. For later on.
Okay, so let's start the conversation. So, Jose, I'm going to start with you. You're on vocals and percussions, but tell us, how did you guys form? We're going to start from the journey, from the beginning.
Well, I was not part of the beginning, but I believe there was a couple of bands that got together. They knew each other from school, high school, you know, and they moved to Austin, and there they joined those 2 bands and created Grupo Fantasma.
Okay, excellent. Very precise answer. Very good. Okay, so who was there from the beginning?
Greg and I.
Great. So you tell us, Beto. Tell us the journey.
Yeah, so Greg and I have known each other for about 25 years. We started playing music together. We grew up in a smaller town in South Texas on the border with Mexico called Laredo. We moved up to Austin with the band that we had, met some other musicians doing similar stuff, and decided to put Grupo Fantasma together as a one-off project to play cumbias, which is a Colombian style of music that has made its way up through Mexico and kind of transformed into what we know today. And the project, just that one-off gig, was very successful. And by the second one, you know, we had a line around the block, and we decided to continue doing it. You know, Jose joined about a year later, and a lot of the guys in the band right now have been in the band for close to 10 years. So it's a pretty tight-knit and
Amazing.
group of guys, you know. So.
You know, it's just that you're actually saying that you're not from Pakistan, but other than that, you so look like Pakistanis. Amazingly. I mean, I was like, you know, his name might be Muhammad or Umar, but then at the same time, I was like, well, wow, man.
I was told by somebody over there as I was walking, he's like, "Your guitar player, is he from here?" I was like, "I don't know."
I have gotten that since we landed.
So who thought of this name? Grupo
I
Fantasma.
actually came up with the name Grupo Fantasma.
Okay.
There's a tradition of bands in Mexico called grupero. It's called grupero music, and it's bands that like have the name grupo something, which means group,
All right.
which is what grupo means. And the name initially did not have any sort of underlying meaning. It just sounded good.
Okay. No, but it's cool, a group of girls. I mean, sounds good. Okay, now you're in Pakistan. You know, your journey led you here. How did you guys get here? I'm going to ask this to Greg.
Well, I met a woman named Mary McBride in Austin,
Oh
Texas,
yes,
a couple
yes,
years ago.
I met her. I think she was on our show as well.
Possibly, she did the music mela, and she told me about this amazing event, and she was like, you know, you have to go there. They would love your band there. The people are so receptive, and it's the greatest audience that she had ever had, and that everybody treated her wonderfully.
Okay.
And she had heard about our many travels and our experiences, and she felt that the Pakistani people would really appreciate Latin music, that it had never really come over here before. So I told her, you know, please get in contact with our management, you know, and let's see what we can make happen.
Okay.
And then during South by Southwest, I ended up meeting with some of the people from the Face organization here.
Oh yes, of course.
Because they go there every year. You know, the Austin, Texas has a very famous South by Southwest festival once a year when people from all over the world, Asia, Europe, Canada, South America, all over go there. The musicians, artists, and filmmakers, people in the technology as well. And so he was there with the people from Face were there with their groups from Pakistan, and you know, I got to meet with them then as well, and you know, we hit it off. And once again, you know, they told us, you know, we would love to have you at our event. We think it would be great that the people here would really respond to this kind of joyous music.
Very nice.
So
I'm excited to hear what you guys have.
I'll just move on to Speedy very quickly, you know. So when you move on to Speedy, you have to move quickly. So then you guys even performed yesterday as well, right? How was it? It was a cultural event, and you guys performed. Do you think that the people were quite receptive and they understood your music?
Well, it was amazing. It was a very unique gig. We played for children, probably from maybe ages of 6 to 12, maybe.
Wow.
And it was just a wonderful experience. Playing for children anywhere is always a wonderful experience. And these kids were just amazing. You know,
Very nice.
wide-eyed. It may have been the first time they ever heard a live band perform.
And then what perception did you guys had when you guys were coming to Pakistan? Did you guys did a bit of research?
I want to ask Josh.
Yeah.
Ask Josh that.
To be honest, it's a double-sided sort of double-edged sword. We hear a lot of things back home that if you were not willing to be open-minded would make you fearful. We as an organization don't buy into any of that kind of stuff. You can kind of tell by looking. We're open to all kinds of different things. All of us were excited for the opportunity and ready to come here and get on the ground and have a new experience. So I think most of it for us was excited to be here and see what we were getting into, but with no clear picture of what that was going to be.
Okay, so now, Kino, I want to ask you, how did you join? Were you part of the Blip or the Blue Noise?
I was.
Or neither?
Neither. No.
Oh, gosh.
The way I got into this band was that by maybe 4 years when the band was established, there was 3 musicians actually: Josh, Levy, myself, and an ex-member were in the same school ensemble that I was in. It was called Salsa del Rio. So, you know, we were in school. We had the ensemble going on, and I think a year after I joined the ensemble, and I was with those, you know, musicians there, which is these guys. They asked me, I was like, hey, you know, we need a lead vocalist for Fantasma. There's an open position. Do you want to try to audition? I was like, sure. So I went to one of their rehearsals, and next thing you know, I'm in the band. So. But it was thanks to you, Josh, and our sweet Lord Conguero, who was at the hotel.
Okay, yes, because there are
sleeping.
3 more members.
Yeah,
right?
we have. It's a big piece.
So we
a
miss
very
them
good
as well.
Yeah.
9 members. So
No, we couldn't fit everyone on this set as well.
yeah, we would definitely have to move back.
Okay, okay, so now in regards to your performances in Pakistan, what was your idea of when you were coming here? Were you fearful, or were you thinking this is a great experience, opportunity?
Well, all of that. I mean, like Josh said, we've never been here before, so we didn't know. But no, myself personally, I always had this view that it was going to be great.
Okay.
I'm originally from Nicaragua,
Okay.
so come from, I've seen everything. But so yeah, I just knew we're just gonna have a good time, and people are gonna be receptive to the music because it's great, energetic music, and it's just happy.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Okay, now I want to talk about your journey to your Grammy win. But
Well, before you do that, I've got a question. All right.
Okay, go for it.
We have this mindset about rock stars that, they really do not get ready and stuff like that. Because earlier in the morning when I got out, I was like, rock stars are coming over. I should probably wear something where I represent my country. So wore a kurta. What about you guys? You guys just, get up, wear a t-shirt and a jean, and let's go, man. Let's play the music.
And we need shades too.
Usually.
Is that it?
Yes.
Or do you guys prepare that, okay, we need to come out with some good outfits, amazing ones, like Michael Jackson used to do?
We don't have that kind of money. But this is a very casual band. We usually, something decent. Unless they say, okay, you're going to, dress like Prince.
Yeah.
He would say, dress this way.
Okay.
So we would dress.
Well, that's the thing. Unfortunately, Prince passed away last night. Absolute shocker because he was very young. But you guys actually you backed him on multiple occasions. So how was that? What was that journey like?
That was an amazing experience for us. And actually, you mentioned the Grammy and having the opportunity to work with Prince was kind of a lead up to our first Grammy nomination, and really I think helped propel us and kind of put us in the public eye. We were already working and touring, but we had the opportunity to send an album to Prince himself, really. But he had a club in Las Vegas called 3121 that doesn't exist anymore. This was in 2006. There was an opportunity to do a gig on Thanksgiving Day at his club, so we sent the album in. He checked it out. They told us he checked it out, and they invited us to play.
Well, he clearly checked it out then, if you got invited to play.
Yeah. So we flew out there from Austin. We played late the night that we got there. Didn't really see Prince. We thought we caught a glimpse of him kind of in the shadows. But we flew home, and by the time we landed, we had heard that he loved it, and they wanted us to be the house band. So we started flying out every Thursday.
Great.
To play, and from there the relationship developed into doing private parties with him, eventually actually appearing on national TV with him, and flying to London and opening one of his 21 nights in London at the O2 Arena in front of 20,000 people. And it really just kind of propelled us, and like I said, in the public eye, showed us to be, a really serious band as far as getting, recognition from someone as.
And it is so nice of you guys to say that, he's the one who was actually behind the propel. All of the force which you actually had, which gave you that probably a milestone which you achieved, he was behind that. And I think quite a lot of people do that, but then there's a huge amount of people who do not do that.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah, who do not just acknowledge. So I think that's a great initiative. And for all those amazing people who are out there, I think this is what you guys need to do as well. For example, if you're a singer, or probably, if there's someone who's helping you, acknowledge them.
Yeah, if they're
So,
nice.
Maha, if I
they're
ask you, who's that one person who actually made your career? Who would you name?
This career in
Yeah,
media, it would have to be Shazia Sikandar.
Shazia Sikandar.
Yes.
Wow, amazing that
Yeah,
is.
she was the one who gave me the opportunity, so thank you very much. But now I want to talk about your journey. Like after you met Prince, all this traveling and stuff. How do you guys balance your work and your personal life? Because being in a band, and especially being quite, very successful, it must be very difficult. I'll start with you, Jose.
Well, as you can imagine, it's pretty challenging. I mean, everybody here probably has different things besides the band. But yeah, you just try to balance when you're at home, if you have a day job, do that. and then the
You guys have
weekend.
day jobs?
Really?
Believe it or not.
Not everyone.
No,
Not
okay.
everyone.
Music is kind of a fickle industry, and it goes up and down. And we've had long periods, years, where this is all we did, and we worked a lot. And then more recently, just with the kind of general slowdown in the industry in the last few years, we've some of the guys have taken up teaching, for example. But we still do work very much full time on.
But this is very heart reckoning for me to know as well, because things over here with musicians in Pakistan, I think, are pretty much the same as well. How is it, and why is it? Why do you think it's this way?
We'll ask Greg.
Well, it's difficult now. There's not as many streams of income as there used to be in the past. You know, people don't really purchase albums the same way they used to. You know, so at this
Kanye
point,
West is under debt as well.
yeah, you know, so at this point, it like the record labels and all these people who would have given you money and invested in your career in the past are no longer there to the same extent that they once were. So now most of your money would come from live performance, you know, and to a certain extent, you can't just constantly play, especially, you know, after a career like we've had 15, 16 years, you start having families, you know, children, you know, the house and this and that, and you can't be gone all the time. You know?
But 150 gigs a year, that's quite a lot.
That's
no?
a lot.
You know, it's probably a little less at this point. You know, there was maybe 10 years when we did 150 to 200 gigs a year.
Amazing.
And we were gone all
And
the
you
time.
guys didn't save.
Yeah, and now in the last few years, we've kind of toned it down. We're probably closer to like 80. You know, so that we can have time to hang out with our families,
Fair enough.
to see our children grow and whatever.
Oh, the age factor.
Yeah,
No,
we're getting a
don't
little
do that.
bit
You're wrong.
Come
No,
on,
you're
man.
It's getting a little
musicians.
difficult to wake up in the mornings.
No, stop saying that. Well, you guys were here early today, so you did it. Okay, so I want to ask, should I refer to you as Mark or Speedy? What do people refer to you as?
Kind of depends, but yeah, mostly Speedy. In the music world, it's
Okay, so I'll
Speedy.
refer to you as Speedy. Okay, Speedy, so how did you get into the band, and how did you get into trombone? It's a very unique instrument.
Yeah, it is a unique. I think that's actually why I picked it. I started playing in 4th grade. I was about eight years old, and I kind of always knew that music was what I wanted to do. My dad was a piano player. Both of my parents listened to jazz all the time, and my mom sang
the
around
time.
the house and everything. And it was, I loved all of it. And
So you're a jazz man by origin.
that's what I started. Yeah, that's how I started. I was
Okay.
listening to jazz and playing jazz.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, now, Josh, you're on the baritone saxophone. So tell us about that, because that's also another unique instrument that you don't really see around here that much.
I'm fond of saying that the smarter people play the smaller horns. Most of the guys in our band grew up with a very rich musical background, maybe parents or in a culture around them with friends and playing music at a very young age. My story is not nearly as romantic or interesting, but as a little boy, I said this a few days ago, I remember it like it was yesterday, actually, oddly enough. I was watching Sesame Street, a children's show.
Yes, I know Sesame Street. I love it.
Yeah.
How'd
And
you
there
get
was a
Sesame Street?
segment with, it starts with a raw piece of brass, and in about 3 minutes it ends up with a fully formed saxophone. And I remember the technician putting on the white gloves so you don't damage the brand new horn, and being amazing. And when I was in 3rd grade, they ask you what instrument you'd like to play, and it was very simple. Now, granted, I was way too small to play the bari then.
Okay.
And I think some of it has to do with my voice being so low, although that wasn't that low at that age either.
This is just amazing because over here.
I can imagine like an 8-year-old with a deep voice.
I know the answer, teacher.
But this is amazing because you guys started, you guys picked up on your instruments at a very early age as well. And I think this trend is something which we need to pick up on as well, because the time when we hit university, so when we want to be cool, we just pick up a guitar, show up at university, and there we are.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. I was about to say something, but then I did.
No, because every time someone has a guitar, you play the same.
That's all I know. I only know
And you will
3,
do that
4
today.
chords. That's what I do. Strum with it. Oh,
Okay.
I'm cool.
Now, in regards to this, starting off at a young age, I want to ask Kino, when did you get into vocals and hand percussion?
Well,
Tell us about hand percussion.
I actually started off with trumpet first.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
because of my grandpa. He's a musician, and to this day he still performs and all.
Wonderful.
He's like 70 plus.
Do you
But
guys
anyway.
play together as well?
No, not anymore. We used to now because he's in my hometown.
Okay.
I live a little far away. But I started off with trumpet, and then when I got to my middle school, I joined an ensemble called Mariachi Music. I don't know if you guys are familiar with mariachi.
Yeah.
So I joined mariachi, and I remember the teacher asking, like, we need somebody to sing. Like, I know there's somebody out there that can sing. And as a kid, I always sang, but in my own little space, in the shower, whatever. So I raised my hand one day, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, so I'll sing. And since then, I've been singing. And then hand percussion, I picked it up when I joined Grupo Fantasma. Jose was the one that helped me out, too.
Okay, so tell us, okay, because I think I really want to hear this now.
Yes.
So I think we're going to go for a short break, but in a little while.
In a little while.
Yes. Now, you got into vocals and percussions. You joined the band a bit later after they'd formed. How did you get into your vocals?
Vocals?
Is it your family background as well, musical?
Well, sure. Yes. Since I was little, but singing was not something that I thought until much later. Like I knew I had the ability to do it, but through time, we needed people to help out singing, and I was like, I can do that much. So I started just doing backgrounds. But eventually, I knew I could do it.
But when did you actually started to sing?
Wow.
Because it's going to give me hope as well. I want to sing. It was too late.
I sing in my car.
1994.
1994. All right, that's cool.
Okay, how difficult is it though to train your voice? Is it quite difficult?
It is quite, it's because it is an instrument. And not just, people think, oh, I can do it. No. When you start doing it, for real, you realize that this is a skill, and it's like
Definitely need to take care
Because
of
I
it.
earlier had quite a squeaky voice, which really didn't go with my personality. So I had to lie down every morning and then would say like, oh, in the same tone for like half an hour, 20 minutes. And this is what I got now.
That is dedication
So I
and
scare
commitment.
children these days. No, don't do that.
Great. Now, Beto, you were there since the band formed. You're
Yes.
one of the founding members. How did you get into the guitar? Sorry, I just want to get your background because then we're going to have you guys perform too.
Yeah, probably when I was like 6 years old, in like 1983, there was a song that was very popular by the band Quiet Riot called "Come On Feel the Noise." I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Yes, of course.
That's the first song that I remember that had an impact on me, and of course, it was like a hard rock kind of proto metal band, and the thing that really struck me was the guitars, and started playing air guitar at an early age. From there was Dire Straits. I eventually got into heavy metal. Metallica was my
Metallica.
favorite.
So which one of you had
Classic.
long hair as well? Back in the days.
He had long hair.
This is what happens, and that's what's going to happen to me as well. I'm expecting that because I had hair this long.
It was terrible.
And
No
now I don't
offense.
have hair at all. I mean, that's where I'm
No, you
leading
look
to.
good. It's fine. But now we're going to go for a short break because after the short break, we're going to have Grupo Fantasma perform for us. So stay tuned for some wonderful music.
Welcome back. We have been joined by, and we have been very lucky. So we have been joined by Grupo Fantasma Grammy Award winners, and they're ready to perform.
Yes.
And they'll be performing what?
They'll be performing Soltero, which is in the cumbia style. So take it away, guys.
Woo!
1, 2, 3.
Me levanto bien temprano, la semana trabajo. Cuando yo llego a mi casa, lo que quiera hago yo. Veo mi tivo, una cerveza. Cuando quiero yo, oigo música. Yo le digo caballero, las mujeres como yo. Reconozco son muy bellas, una pica no tengo. Las malas experiencias es lo que he pasado yo y por eso la correcta esperando estoy yo. Yo la trato bien y la respeto, pero sé muy bien, sigo soltero. Yo sé que un día de esto yo me vuelvo a enamorar, pero hasta ese día la vida yo disfrutar. El consejo del soltero. A gozar, Speedy. Dice, cuídate a ti primero. Oye, el consejo del soltero. Dice, cuídate a ti primero. Oye, el consejo del soltero. Dice, cuídate a ti primero. Oye, el consejo del soltero. Oye, el consejo del soltero. Sigue la vida feliz.
I've heard this. That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm trying to stay sitting on my seat.
Let's not just wait.
Okay, no. The next one is called Problemas. It is a salsa style. It is also the title for the new album. So take it away, guys. I like saying that, so take it away.
Take it away.
Right on, right?
All right.
2, 3, 4.
Su cuerpo en pura riqueza. que soy casado y soltera. Pero problemas. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas ya. 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 Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas, que yo no quiero problemas. Oye, nena, te estoy diciendo déjame. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas. Eres mi bien, lo que me tiene casiado. De ti no puedo estar enamorado. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas. Que no ves que estoy casado y estar contigo yo no puedo, no, no, no. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas. El tiempo para volver a otra vecindad. Yo no quiero más problemas. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero problemas.
Any single minute,
Yes.
guys, you can write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of What This Morning.
Yes, Twitter page, well,
What
this
This
morning with a
Morning
G.
without a G.
Daily Mission.
What This Morning, YouTube What This Morning.
Repeat is at 12:05
And
tonight.
you guys can go to PNCA at the Music Mail. I've watched them perform
Yes.
live, and we
And-
did what we could. But
Exactly.
thank you very much, guys, once again.
And we're going to be led out with another cumbia style, and it's called Sabio. And so,
I'm going
guys,
to take off my mic, stand alongside that.
I'm not. I'm going to sit down and watch it.
Good morning.
First, it's very difficult, but it's fine.
Hey!